please don't be a troll and say on paper that this is worse and or better than each other, because I can't quite say that. They are completely different animals. I had a few updates, few things that since the last time I even put a video up, which has been probably what, a year, maybe longer. So as you see, this is a new one. Well, as of a year ago, it's new. Also maybe longer than a year that I put a video up. But updates, I'm trying to be quick. Recording this over and over is tough for me because I try to stay organized and I just get off topic and start rambling. So I developed a fuel leak in this guy, in my Duke. Didn't know where it was. I changed out the fuel pump gaskets, can't remember what the other thing is that's under there. Whatever, I changed both of them. That didn't change anything. Come to find out, from my wreck when I endoed, I'm pretty sure I endoed, still don't remember. And then the bar smashed the tank, put pressure on the mount, which is here. It's spot welded, broke a spot weld. The paint, finally ate through, because that's what I'm assuming was keeping the fuel in, and then finally started leaking. So I checked on eBay, found a tank from a Duke 790, undamaged, luckily, and I was able to get it on. We all know, well, I wouldn't notice if I didn't already have the bike, but the original color was a dark flat gray, and this is metallic, light gray, light silver. So that's different. And they liked, because I can't even peel this off, because they paint it, put the sticker on it, and then clear it. So there's a 790 sticker on. But everything then, is that even? No, that's just the info. Paneling, 890. That's really about it, I think. I run the 7100 Motul oil in both of these, and I think it's pretty good. This I've had for a while. I just keep it on here just because you can rest your hand on it and it's removable. Because my cruise doesn't really work. I'm not sure why, but it doesn't. I have about 12,000 miles on the bike, roughly 9,500 on the engine after it was rebuilt. I have had it dynoed. Now take this with what you will. It was 124.6, 124.7 to the wheel. So that's plenty. I'm happy with that number. I didn't do anything to it to get more like that, but I was blown away that it was able to get that much more. So crank is 120, 121, at least advertised it is, and I'm putting 125 to the wheel. I think that's phenomenal. So I would assume, you can correct me if I'm wrong, I don't care, don't be a troll, that's roughly what, 140 crank? Roughly, maybe more, maybe a little less. Doesn't concern me, as it's still freaking fast as crap anyway. And then this guy, I've had it for, I can call them guys, I had it for a year. Came with fender eliminator, aftermarket integrated light, not sure what brand, maybe a TST, not sure. This I do not like at all. It's too high and it buffets pretty bad. ASV levers, which are pretty dope. If people say that now, I don't care. But I like them quite a bit. I run Road 6s, both bikes. They are a fantastic tire. There's other good tires, but this is what I run, and this is what I love them. Never have issues with them. This one has a couple thousand miles on it, and it's still round. This one as well. Yep. I have changed the EBC pad to change 2 EBC pads. Made a world of a difference. Still not up to par with Brembo and braided lines, but eventually I'll get there. Maybe not to that level, but improvement is where I'm trying to get at. So just the R1 stuff up here is what I want. I want to keep it relatively stock, but also upgraded. Rear shock is atrocious on these. I mean, I don't know a lot about suspension. I don't know enough to maybe help other people that are having maybe an issue, or how to adjust this. I don't know. I understand what each setting does, but when they start working together, that's when I get foggy. So I think I've got my front end set up pretty well. The fronts are better than the rears, absolutely. But there's still room for improvement, absolutely. I've looked at shocks. It's just not an expense I can afford right now, so that'll come later. I got Evotech on both. Evotech radiator guards, oil pump or oil cooler guard on here. I have my Punisher skull painted on. I was hoping to do quick shifter and blipper soon, but because I don't know which brand to go with, either a Translogic or a Woolwich, because I don't know if anybody's tried it, because I looked into it, couldn't find any information on it, if the 2022 blipper would work. And then I started thinking about it. The Translogic setup has a separate ECU to be able to control that function. So I started thinking, well, maybe the previous model, this one, doesn't have that feature or capability in the ECU to understand what that means to be able to use the factory piece. So I abandoned it for the most part. Abandoned using the Yamaha piece, the 2022 MT-10. So eventually that'll happen. Exhaust, stock can will stay for a while. That was when I get rid of the decat. I have a tuner picked out. I haven't done anything with it yet. I haven't sent it out yet, but it's coming. One thing, well, not one thing, it's many things, but things that I would like to have on this over, because of mainly what I've experienced on here, because this one has the traction, the lean sensitive stuff, IMU, the traction control, lean sensitive, ABS, all that stuff, supermoto mode, wheelie control, which wheelie control is generally off, and I have it on supermoto rear ABS, and that's how I usually run it in the street. So let's check it. I think that's how I run it. I had to buy a battery for this one last year as well. So yeah, keep it in track. Yeah, I usually run the street throttle because I don't need it super aggressive. Plus I like a little bit of forgiveness when I'm twisting. So this one I keep in standard, as it's already, as people know, it's pretty rough. Stock tune, I just keep it in standard. It's plenty aggressive for me. Comfort seat would be nice. The seat is horrible. I actually noticed that this one sits significantly higher than here. I'm thinking about, I might change my preload, see if that changed anything for me, but We'll worry about that when it comes. That's about it for here. As I said, Road 6s. Not sure if I had these on. These are cheap ones. I wanted Rizomas, but they work. At night, they actually work as lights. But, so yeah. And then I have this. I have some stuff done to it. I want to do some videos on it as well, because trucks are a thing. I mean, yeah, it's a little truck, but I don't care. I like it. I will end it here, but I had trouble with this vibrating loose, the one screw that holds this, because it pivots down here, and it's held on, and that's how you adjust it, your angle. And it kept loosening out, so I put some PTFE tape, so plumber's tape, on the threads, and stuck it in there. It's only been a day, so I don't know how well it's gonna work, but it seems to be working so far. But more to come. Appreciate it. Keep rubber side down and don't ride like an idiot. I mean, we all have our moments. I have my moments, definitely. I'm not innocent, but don't ride like that. Also, don't text and drive, please. Please. I beg you, people that have had accidents because of it, beg you, just, it's not worth it. There's nothing that important on your phone while you're driving. Anyway, I'm gonna keep it light. See ya.